Welcome back to Studio Chatter. The summer of 2020 was the driest in 126 years of record keeping, and this year has been even worse. We are in the extreme drought category. What does that all mean for us?
Yellow lawns?
Yes. Guys, and I didn't even really correlate that last year was a little bit drier,
I didn't either.
right?
I
Did
think
you?
we were very
Much
overwhelmed
attention
with other things going
yes,
on.
we were COVID focused, and then this year has rolled around, and then I started hearing people talking about the drought. And I think what really sparked my interest with it is that we're going to Lake Powell, and we've had this conversation with our family that the dock ramp that we normally go down, it's just rocks. It goes to the end of the ramp and it's rocks, and how much it's dropped off. And it's like 37 feet, I think, lower.
Wow.
And so people are not being able to dock their boats. We're having to special valet to get into the lake. And just how devastating that can
Really?
be for the future, not just this year, but
It's
how
gonna
can
take
it
a
ever
lot of
come
water.
back, right? And so then it's like, hey, what am I doing at home? Am I doing something to
Yeah.
help out at home? I
Well,
don't know.
and I have some of my shrubs in my yard that have always done really well. A portion of it is just dry. And I was on a Facebook page that kind of helps guide you through that. And someone said it's because last year was so dry.
Okay.
And then this winter was dry. And now we're going, they're
They
just.
don't have deep roots,
Yeah,
maybe,
so I'm like,
with
well, that makes
water
sense.
down there.
I have 3 shrubs that are really struggling.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because even through the winter, you start making those comments. Gosh, we're going to have a drought. We're going to have a drought
Right.
this summer, and it's
We love winter this year because
right
there's no
because
snow.
it's kind of pleasant to not
Yeah.
have to drive through all the snow or to get to where
Right.
you're going. And then when it starts making that impact, the reality sets in, and you're like, "This is not good."
Right,
This
like
is
we're
not
having directives like Spencer
pleasant.
Cox is asking us to cut back on our water usage. I know that there's no fire bans in certain places. Fireworks are limiting to certain places, and this is just the beginning of the summer.
Yeah, we're
I just
in week
imagine
number
where
2.
it's going to go from here. So, do you guys have issues or problems with water usage, or how are we going to cut back, or what do we need
We
to
have
do?
the Ratio system. Have you guys heard of that?
No.
It's in Spanish Fork, and you can sign up online and get it, and you run your sprinklers off your smartphone, but then it just regulates different things. So you can just make it so it waters every 3 days, but you can do it all by your phone, and it can, if it rains, then it won't water.
It knows.
Yeah, it just knows.
a smart
So
water
it's
system.
super great. So if you want to hop online or call the city office and order one, I think there's still some for this year. So that's one way.
So the city comes and helps install it, or
Uh-huh.
you just go down and pick it up?
No, they
How does
install
that
it.
work? Oh my goodness, I love that.
Yeah.
So what about overusage and penalties?
In Spanish Fork, we have, it's called a 3-tier system here.
Okay.
So everyone pays, if you just we all use this much, we
Right.
pay that rate. Let's say my neighbor, Natasha, wants to use more. She's going to be paying more money per gallon because you're choosing to do
Sure.
more. But let's say Angie even wants to use more than that, she's going to be paying more. So you pay, it's a tiered system. The state's really trying to start to implement it. We're okay with water right now, but that doesn't mean you can just go out and water. We
Right.
still need to be super
Right.
conscientious. So
I know with our sprinkler system right now, I think we're on every other day, and then we cut back the time. And we've been able to maintain, I think,
So
a
far.
decent green lawn, but I'm noticing a few little brown spots, and then how important it is to have the green lawn, or to,
I
save
know,
the
I
water
love
and be
that
conscious of
Governor
that.
Cox and Lieutenant Governor Henderson are like, yellow's the new green.
Yeah.
And we need to be okay with
Yeah,
that.
we do. It's
And that
good.
Las Vegas is saying they
They were cutting back, what was that, 31%?
and it says
of
Las
the-
Vegas is banning non-functional grass.
Right.
Right.
Whatever that means.
So I feel
Turf?
like that's our, so lawns probably don't matter, and it would be like turf,
Yeah.
things that are being used for sporting events or something, right?
And I was listening to KSL earlier last week, in fact, and they were just saying the state is trying to make initiatives to move forward, and one of the whoever it was, I think Debbie
Dujanovic?
I never
Yep.
can say that. She's like, why hasn't this already been done? This should have been done years ago. Why do any of us have mow strips? We should all
Totally, rocks, or just do a wider sidewalk.
We cemented ours, and it was one of the best decisions ever. I love
Right.
having cement in our
Yeah.
mow strip. So there's a lot of things we could
Well,
do.
I'm doing my part.
What is
so,
it?
well, I'm using dry shampoo. So,
Oh,
Baby
frequently.
steps. Good job, Natasha.
so I'm skipping a day if
that helps.
If it helps.
were
yes,
you guys shocked though? Because we grew up in the era where we'd either wash our car on the front lawn or go to the car wash and put quarters in. But I remember like when these bigger places started coming into like Wiggy Wash or Quick Quack.
Right.
And they
Right.
said that actually
It's better.
It's better because
Right.
it doesn't use as many
Guys, this
cars.
fact, once again, DIY instinct is to try and like do your own, but letting the local car wash do the dirty work could save up to 100 gallons.
100 gallons.
Same with even with
Yeah.
the dishwasher. If you have
Yes.
an efficient dishwasher, it's better to use the dishwasher than to hand wash them yourself.
And like leaving on the tap while you're brushing your teeth. I leave on my water a lot when I'm scrubbing my dishes.
Yep.
Do you
Right.
guys not just fill up the sink and wash them off?
Today I was doing sheets and towels and I dried them for 10 minutes and then I'm like, why don't I just go lay them over the railing? They will be dry in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I pulled them out and just threw them over the back railing and let them dry right up.
That's really.
Do you
really
know,
great.
I actually wouldn't mind having a traditional clothesline.
You know what I did when our first year of marriage, and your clothes are crispy.
Crisp?
Yes, like
Oh, you don't love
your,
crisp?
Your jeans don't bend and your towels aren't soft. Like I was like, this is horrible.
I need
we
to
couldn't
throw 'em
afford
in
a
with, like-
dryer the first year, so
But just
Like a
think
water
what you're
softener.
giving back to the environment. Just it's
I just
doing,
wanted a
it's
soft
just-
towel out of the shower.
just doing your part.
Well, Pete gave us a couple of like fun things that we could work on. Shower with a bucket. How do we feel about that right
Okay,
now?
I do have my limits. I'm
No
probably
showering
not
with a
going to shower with
bucket.
a bucket.
Plant a native garden. What's that?
Plants that are native to Utah, so drought tolerant plants.
Okay.
Something that,
Like grasses.
well, yeah, and when you go
Like
to the
cactus.
nursery, exactly, like a cactus farm. When you go to the nursery, this one will say needs like
Lots of water
Yeah,
and shade.
don't buy those.
Right.
Buy things that are like drought tolerant or needs lots of sun.
Right. And I used to do that. Like on my porch, I'd buy all these pretty flowers that I love. Well, I'm north facing and it doesn't get very much sun. So every year I was sad, like halfway through the summer when they're starting to die. And I'm just realizing this. There's certain like
Yes.
vegetation that does better in other
Yeah,
areas.
in the shade.
and-
Yeah.
Yep.
Very true.
So filling out my little kid pool in the backyard for my grandkids.
You're
how does that
okay.
sit?
Yes.
If I water my lawn,
Well, it's
then
not
I
like you need
empty it out.
a 7. I mean, you can just
We're
put
doing
it like yeah.
We're doing that.
The
And
good
then-
news is that it's hot enough that water is going to stay nice and warm.
Yes.
too.
It has been.
And when you're done with it, you just pull the pool over to the brown
Dry
spots.
spots. That's what Rhett's been doing. Just dumping it out.
Yeah.
here
There
and
you
there.
go.
Yeah.
So
Or go
anyway,
to the local pool where the water's already there.
Okay. Thanks,
Splash pads.
Stace.
Yeah, sure.
With the littles, it's super hard though. With the babies, it's so nice to just have that
Yeah.
little baby pull out back
Yeah.
a little
Little
bit.
wading pool. How
Slip and
fun.
slide.
It'll be an interesting summer. This will be a topic we'll probably circle back to
I think
time
we're
and
going
time
to.
again.
Yep. Do our part.
Yes.
Pick one. Shower in a bucket or dry shampoo. That's good.
Yeah, yes, I'm totally contributing and totally unrelated. I just thought of this, but something that happened to us earlier this week, the clothesline. I
Yes.
was just thinking about maybe why I guess we probably won't do that. Because we had some bird droppings that happened to us this week. Poor Barrett was out. We were at one of the events, and she had some bird droppings on her shoulder. But there is a happy ending to everything. Apparently, bird droppings on you or something is good luck.
It is?
I didn't know that, so there's a fun fact.
Well, that's just what they tell you after you've had bird
it's
droppings.
true.
on you.
Wikipedia, it's true. It's
Oh,
a fun
That
fact,
happened to
yes.
us in
Yep.
Paris. It fell on Kinsey's head, and we swiped it, and it fell. Then it flew in. Wait, it was on someone's head, Rhett's maybe, and it flew into Kinsey's face. And then Mallory thought that we had hit her in the face because she did something. You guys, it was a big to do. It did not seem much like good luck to us. There.
Was there anything good that happened afterward?
Not really. It
I don't
was,
know, you
it was
were
a
in
bunch of
Paris.
bad for a little bit. We were in Paris. That was
We're in Paris.
That was
Okay,
a good luck.
that's good. Okay. Coming up next, we're going to meet the new Miss Spanish Fork. Stay with us.